Hi, I'm Dr. Karen Lewis, and I'm going to show you how to medicate your dog's eyes. It's a little bit daunting when your veterinarian prescribes an eye medication and they're like, here, put this in every, 4 hours, and you're like, once a day might be a miracle. Different dogs are different, but I'm going to show you a way that actually works really, really well, like 99% of the time. And I'm going to show you on Bella, who I've only had her for a few months and I've never even medicated her eyes before. So this might be a little bit of a lifelike experience like you get at home. We'll see how this goes. So the number one thing you want to do is have a reward, or a TREAT, in your pocket. I've already slipped her one, so she's thinking I'm kind of cool. And you want to pick a very special snack that they only get after their eye drops, so that way they can kind of look forward to it. Bella loves whipped cream cheese. Some dogs, a little tiny piece of a hot dog is good, but you want to make it special, like not the usual treats they get. You want to make it super awesome, so they're like, these eye drops are not that bad. So there's two different versions of eye medication, two classifications. There's drops or suspensions, which are liquid, and there's ointment, which are like a Vaseline-y kind of consistency. So what I have laying around my house to show you is an ointment, and this is just artificial tears. And when you first open the bottle, the tube, whatever, especially it's ointments, when they're brand new, you take the lid off and it all like wants to come out at once, and you're like putting way more than you need, and it's not gonna hurt anything. But now this tube's about half empty and it's still kind of wanting to come out. So just be aware of that. You really can't over medicate the eye. You can't hurt them. But if you're going through with a tube like this in like 2 days, you're probably using too much. So it's more of just an annoyance thing and just a, conservation thing than anything else. So I've got cute little Bella here who's getting a little nervous because I cleaned her ear about an hour ago, and now she's thinking I'm up to no good, even though I do have snacks. So I'm going to have her sit. Now little dogs, you can have them sit on your lap. A big dog, what I'll do, let me give you another treat, is I'll actually sit with them. Maybe like I'd have the dog sit in front of me on the couch facing the same direction I am, or you can just even stand, behind them, but you want to be facing the same direction as the dog. Okay. So, God, this stuff is coming out like crazy. So I'm going to hold this like a pencil, okay? And I'm going to come at Bella from the top. That way she doesn't know I'm trying to pull something. So what I'm going to do is, her butt is against me, so if she tries to back up, she's really not going to get very far at all. So I've got my elbows kind of on her sides. I'm kind of in a little ball, okay, over her. So she really doesn't have much to go because my hand is blocking her forward motion. My elbows are blocking the side, and my body is blocking the back and the upwards. Okay. So, I'm sorry, this stuff is really coming out. We're going to sit even perfect. So what I'm going to do is going to hold it like a pencil. I'm going to pull, I use my ring finger. I pull up on the upper lid with my ring finger. My other hand is down here, and I'm not like pulling on the eye, okay? Now if your dog's eye is really painful, they might be kind of, it's shut, so you might need to pull a little bit, but Bella has normal eyes. So I'm just gonna pull up with my ring finger, down with this, and I am putting this, look at that, directly on the eyeball. She blinks a few times and it smears around. Bella, let's show them this side. So again, I'm gonna pull up with my ring finger, down with this one, and then squirt it right on, that one was a little weird, squirt it right on that eyeball. Hang on, I should have had my treat ready. You want to have the treats ready faster than me. She says, okay, I'm not so terrible. So with a liquid drop, you put it the same way. The ointment, but typically I was putting a little bit much on. They typically tell you about a 1/4 inch ribbon, but you know what? You give it a squirt, blink it a few times, they're good. I personally prefer ointments because they kind of linger on the eye more, and are therefore, in my opinion, they can medicate the eye longer because they're hanging around. Whereas a drop, you put it in, it kind of runs down the face. If you're not sure if you missed, put another one in. The worst thing that happens is if you put too much in, it just runs down their face. Okay, you're not going to over medicate your dog at all. That's not a worry. Like I said, it just is, if the drops are super expensive, you're not going to want to do that too much. So anyway, hopefully that gave you some confidence on how to medicate it. Oh, you're not dying. Run away. On how to give your dog eye medication. And of course, you never want to touch the eye with the applicator that you're doing. Which you would try to avoid anyway. And the other thing I was going to point out too is by resting my hand on her head, now she ran away. Come here, Bella Boo. And by resting my hand on her head, I know you're a good girl. If when I'm holding the tube. I have the lid on now. But if she moves her head, my hand is moving with her. So I'm not going to go poking her in the eye, because if I was going to come at her like this, that would, well, she would look, she even flinch. She wouldn't like that. So you have your hand resting, just kind of move with the dog, squirt, go. It shouldn't take long. I usually tell people, don't let your dog read or drive for about an hour afterwards, because their vision will be a little bit wonky from the ointment. But besides that, give them treats. They'll like you. Thanks for watching.